Hey y'all. I feel like it's been a little bit. I feel like it has been a little bit. I've needed a little bit of time for self-care, and we're going to talk about self-doubt today in our coffee chat. I thought that would be a good topic to talk about, because part of the reason I needed a bit of self-care was just because I needed self-care. But the other part of the reason I kind of needed to take a step back had to do with self-doubt. When self-doubt makes it hard to start, or hard to continue, or hard to finish something, especially creative people, I think all people have issues with self-doubt. Most people, I'll change that to most people, have issues sometimes with self-doubt. But I think creative people especially, and maybe it's not self-doubt for you, it could be procrastination. It could be procrastination because of fear. It could be worry that you don't know that what you're doing is the right thing for you, or that you're good enough to do it. Those are self-doubt though. So I found this quote. There are a couple of different quotes, but one of the quotes had to do with negative thought. And I put it in my journal, and then I got to thinking about it later, and I was like, oh, well, maybe what I need to do. So what I did is I have been lately using tarot and my intuition to follow, to initiate, to continue with. And I have this Gifts of the Goddess. They're 36 affirmation cards. And so what I did was I pulled this affirmation card, and it says, I control my life with the decisions that I make. They say that this is a gift. It's an affirmational gift. It's a spiritual gift. When you believe your life is spun out of control, the root of most problems is poor decision making. Take responsibility for your present situation. It is the result of your past decisions. You can get where you want to be by making better decisions. Using an oracle can help you develop your decision making ability. Now, yes, I think in some ways, but I control my life by the decisions that I make. Well, some decisions are better than others. So we create and hold space for the things that are important to us, the things that we love, the things that we value, that make us feel good, that bring us joy. Unfortunately, we can't magically snap our fingers and rid ourselves of self-doubt. We can make better decisions. We can think, okay, why am I feeling this self-doubt? We can work on those things consistently. For example, as in our creativity, our passions, our routines, the more that we do what we love, what brings us joy, our passions, the more that we are creative, the more that we follow the things that we know that are good for us, daily routines, developing those routines, those good habits, the better habits, letting go of the bad habits, the more that those things become a habit. I looked at that blank page and I was like all excited about Draw Your Day. And I looked at the page for Sunday, and in a way I freaked out a bit. I mean, I've got this hashtag, I'm doing this. That's why the video for YouTube is up a little bit late. I was filled, almost immobilized with self-doubt. And it was really hard to overcome those feelings at first. I did procrastinate. I think it was a self-defense mechanism against feeling hurt about maybe being rejected, about people wondering why in the world I would even do this, that I'm not good enough, that I'm not talented enough, that I'm not consistent enough, that I'm a bit wishy-washy, that I change my mind a lot. I was just filled with all these different feelings that were worry because of anxiety. And that was a useless worry. It was just ridiculous, because this is something I'm doing for me. Yes, I'm sharing, and I'm hoping that it will inspire somebody else to do something daily. Now, they don't have to draw your day. You could write your day. You could poetry your day. You could picture your day. You could do any number of things. And it can be really hard when you have real anxiety, overcome that kind of worry, that kind of consistent negative feedback in your head going, oh, you know you're not good enough to do this shit. You know you're not good enough. You know you're probably going to quit. You know People are going to make fun of you. People are not even going to watch your videos, or they're going to dislike your videos, or they're going to make nasty comments. I was worried about all different kinds of things, but mostly I was worried that I wouldn't be able to have follow through, that it wouldn't appeal to people, that people would maybe make fun of. What if it turned out bad? What if, like I said, people didn't like it? Those what if questions stem from the anxiety, from the fear, from the self-doubt, those negative thoughts that were trying to really, really, truly take over. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to force this in this really, while I'm in this negative headspace, because that's just going to make me more anxious. I'm going to be filled with more anxiety. But I'm not going to quit either. I'm not going to not start. Instead, I started thinking about how I could change my perception, how I could change that negative self-talk into positive self-talk, into being more realistic and not letting the anxiety control me. I also was thinking, you know what? I can control how I react to all of this. This is about practicing. It's about the more that you practice, the better you get, the more it becomes a regular daily habit, the more ingrained it becomes, and it becomes way more natural. The more that I practice, the better I get. And then I was like, okay, I understand that. That's a positive self-talk. And then the next thing was, okay, how I react. So I had to ask myself some of these questions. Am I willing to put in the time to practice, to try, to make mistakes, to have a deliberate practice, a consistent practice? Okay, I'm telling myself these things. The more I do it, the easier it gets, the better I get. Like, okay, that's a positive talk. That's the realistic, the logical. Hey, you're not claiming to be a professional. You're not claiming to be an artist with an A. All you're claiming is that you want to develop a daily practice of drawing, that you want to get better at your drawing, that you want to share so that maybe somebody else out there who wants to do the same thing can do it along with you, and then you don't feel so alone. They don't feel so alone. And then I was thinking, okay, the I'm not good enough, the other thing, don't compare apples and oranges. Don't compare someone's 10 years down the road or 20 years down the road, somebody who's been practicing, to somebody who has only been doing art again for a few years and took a long, like 30-year hiatus from it. I've forgotten more than I knew, you know? So I'm getting back into the daily practice, and I'm practicing and I'm practicing, and that's the goal. And I think that we all kind of go through things like this, most of us. So I was thinking, okay, I'm not alone in this. Maybe I need to talk about it. Maybe I need to express myself. And then I was thinking maybe this would be a really good way to talk to people and to reach out to people. Most of us, we want to dream. We have these visions. We have these things we want to accomplish, these goals, but we don't always dare to dream those things. We don't always dare to believe that we can accomplish those things. But you have to dare to try. And that's what this was about for me. It's daring to try. I have to dare to keep at it. And I knew that I had to change the way I was thinking about it. To change the way that I was thinking about, what if this is a success? What if it's a failure? What if I don't get it right? You know, all these thoughts, I'm not good enough. So the first thing I was like, you know what? Let's just try. And if it's a little bit hard, we'll try harder. And then we'll keep trying. And then I'm like, okay, so I'm going to expect mistakes. I know it's not going to be perfect. Mistakes are what helps us learn. It's the yin and the yang of things. Without sadness, you can't, without sadness, you can't have joy. You don't appreciate, the joy without sadness. Without the good, without the bad, you're not going to appreciate the good. Without the mistakes, you're not going to know successes. That's one of the things that I really had to touch base with inside myself, was go, okay, am I ready to post pictures to Instagram, to the Facebook group? Why am I shying away from the video? Why did I procrastinate about putting the video up on YouTube? Because every video I do, for the most part, within the first few hours, somebody has to dislike it. And I know that there are trolls out there. And I'm like, I need to just let go of that. And let's think about what is really important to me and why this is important to me. So that's where I'm at with this. And self-care has also been really important to me. I've been concentrating on mind, body, and spirit. I have been drinking more water. I have been taking time for me. David and I have been taking time for our relationship, spending quality time together. I've been taking more time with the house, taking more time with family. I've been trying to find a better balance with things. And could I have gotten a video up sooner for that on YouTube? I could definitely have done that. Could I have gotten a video up or pictures up of my journal pages? I most definitely could have. However, there's a couple of pages, there's one of the pages I'm not really sure I want on Instagram. But then Allie Brown did a journal flip, and she was talking about how some people will actually read what she has written in her journal, and that was my thing. And then I was watching her flip, and she was talking about it. She was like, you know what, I'm human, like everybody else, like all the rest of us, you know, and you might read things. This is my journal. I write in my journal. And when I first started this, my original goal was not to, let me switch cameras. When I first started this, my original goal was not to write a bunch of personal stuff. It was really not to write a bunch of personal stuff. But it's my journal. It's my sketch journal. It's my art journal. It's my life journal. I'm doing journaling elsewhere, but then I was like, you know what? Maybe it's time that I stop and stop worrying about what other people are thinking. So Sunday, David and I went and spent the day together. We started out with breakfast, and we had waffles and coffee and eggs, and oh, it was so good. And then after that, we went to check out this new store, and it's called Everything Under $5. It's like kind of like a Dollar Tree. It smelled really funny in there. We weren't really impressed with the quality of the things that they had. Not really. I was like, oh, I kind of like Dollar Tree better. But it was crowded because it was brand new. And I'm thinking that when the newness wears off, I'll go back by myself and I'll look around, because I did see some stickers. I did see some things that I might be able to use for crafting where everything's under $5. Hello. Okay, well, maybe, you know, I'll look around again later when we have more time. And David hates doing that kind of shopping. I mean, he wanted to check things out, but he actually likes Dollar Tree and like Dollar General, but he wasn't impressed. And I think part of the reason is because it was crowded, because it smelled really funny. And maybe that's just all the new plastic and all the new things. And we didn't stay there very long. Then we went to TJ Maxx, and we originally went to TJ Maxx to see if we could find David some jeans and shirts for his new job. You know, he needs a little bit nicer things. Like, he had work pants that he wore to his other job when he was driving the truck, but he doesn't want to wear those because he's had those for years. So we were looking for like carpenter jeans, and we didn't find any shirts or pants that would remotely work for him that he even liked. But he knew I needed new bras and panties. Hello. So we went looking, and I ended up getting 2 new bras and like a total of 9 pairs of panties, because one pack had 5 in it, one pack had 4 in it. I love them. They were pretty and they're comfortable. Hello. I put things, this was the receipt, the waffle, the coffee. I think this is the bra. This is one of the panty packs. And I did some stuff. And then this is Mondays. I did the tarot reading. I have a new book and tarot decks and an oracle deck. 2 new tarot decks over the last month or so. A new oracle deck. David and I made breakfast fajitas, burritos, whatever you want to call them, burritos. And that's what we had for dinner. Oh, it was so good. My cell phone is on here because I was making a lot of phone calls helping my daughter do some stuff for my grandson and school and stuff like that, and doctors and dentists and eye doctors and different things. So I was using my phone a lot, and I had to call all kinds of people for that, plus I had to make my own phone calls for stuff that David and I were needing, because his vehicle that he drives back and forth to work in, the Camry, the clutch went out in it. and it was the pressure plate and the something or another, bearings, and I don't know what all, but it's at the place where they fix transmissions getting fixed. So he's been driving my car, and I've been driving his little truck, which needs work on it, or the SUV, which won't go into fourth gear. We're having a lot of vehicle issues, and my dad's truck is down. So we have all these vehicles, and the only one that truly, truly, really works right now well is my car. The one that everybody else around is like, you should trade it, you should sell it because it's a convertible, it's a Firebird, and they're like, it's not a Mimi vehicle, it's not comfortable for other people, you know, blah blah blah. Well, that's my car. It was my wedding present. So anyway, so that's, and I'm gonna kind of draw the or at least watercolor, and then write in the oracle deck and the book, the tarot decks. So anyway, and then this was Tuesday, and this is more self-care stuff, and I haven't decided what I want to put down for yesterday. I think I'm going to print a picture and draw along the picture, or I don't know exactly. I'm still trying to kind of figure things out, and then I haven't done anything. So I'm doing stuff like, this is actual nail polish on here, and I'm gonna watercolor. And then I had went to the store quickly to get some more mayonnaise and some tomatoes and cucumbers because I had forgotten that. And I've been drinking green smoothies, so I thought about making a green smoothie here. Still debating on what I want to do here, but I have been doing art every day. I've not been filling everything in, like this is pencil, and then I went over it with pen. Now this one I drew with the watercolor. I didn't actually draw with any pen. I put a tiny bit of pen after, but I actually drew it with the watercolor. See, like this one doesn't have any pen really around it. The peonies do a little bit. The coffee cup does, but the waffle doesn't. It has where I wrote around it. But I've been trying to experiment a little too. And that's one of the things I just kind of wanted to go over. So I am drawing every day. I'm working on a lot of different things. So I thought, while we're going over things, I kind of do a flip of my traveler's notebook because it's been a little while. And this, I was talking to you about the bags I switched out. This bag has the elastic, which I can put over my journal, and it has all of the stuff that I showed in the other bag, except for the one pen that I need to put in there. And this is the pen. So I've actually condensed things down a bit. I need to go to Staples. I've got a coupon for Staples, so I need to go there. And so this needs to go back in here. Okay. I had put everything in 2 traveler's notebooks, but I decided that I really wanted, that was just too much. And so I have the other inserts set aside, and I will be going, using some of those once these are filled up. So this is the folder. I want to put the other folder in here. I just haven't done it yet. This is where we're at. This is March. And we're going to talk about some of the reflection and stuff like that on Patreon. Let's see how February. This is how February turned out. And then we're here in March. And I have written some of my goals, tasks, ideas, different things right here. And as I go through, I can cross things out. And that's what I wanted to talk about. Forming better daily habits, taking better care of me. I am trying some of the Fly Lady method of doing sections for like anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes a day, so that I'm at least cleaning for 30 minutes. And that is not like doing the dishes. That's the other kind of cleaning, because I do dishes every day. We don't have a dishwasher. Cluttering some things. Don't walk by bad. Like if I see something, pick it up. Organizing, creativity daily, better habits and habit tracking, start working on the yard, plants, flowers. Do I want to plant new flowers? And I've been thinking about getting myself weekly flowers, like once a week, getting some of the like they have at the Walmart, like you can get a thing of flowers for like $4. So I have some white hydrangeas back there. Those were the prettiest ones. They had some daisies, which I absolutely love, but they didn't look so great. weekly flowers for my craft table. That's something I've been doing. Now I want to plant some new flowers. Take vitamins daily, stop forgetting, start remembering. Eat more fruits and veggies, tarot daily, weekly tarot pull, morning pages, take pictures daily, post pictures 2 to 4 times a week, blog. Then we get back here and I have added some things. I'm still working on this, my wish list, some different things that we need to work on for the house. I have some things to go in here, just haven't put them there yet. This is my little like list in case I need to like take it with me. I can just take this off and take it with me. I change it out when it gets full. And then this is my bullet journal. And then I started adding in my spiritual because, like I said, different journals were just becoming too hectic. So I pretty much have everything like in one, except for some things, and I'll show you later. Working on some things. So this is March and the setup because it's Draw Your Day month. So I have outing. Now today it's gray and rainy. This is today. This is the stuff, and I'm still kind of figuring out. This is my tracker. So we have Monday. I pulled a tarot card and I found a recipe. I'm going to get they're called Jamaican or hibiscus flowers. They're dried, and you boil like 2 to 3 cups of water depending on what size you're doing, and then you cut up a cucumber and put it in there, peel and cut up a cucumber, and it makes this aqua fresca, and I think I might actually try that. This is my start cleaning sections of the house. I need to do that. That's what I'm going to be doing while this is saving and uploading after I edit it. And I put that on Monday's page because I didn't have room on my weekly spread. I thought about putting it here, but this is separate. It's actually for the house. So here we have Tuesday, and then the Hermit was my card for Tuesday. And this is where I wrote down what I wanted to talk about for the coffee chat. And today is Wednesday, and I picked the Death or Rebirth card. I did do this, and I'm going to end up doing a video about these products. People have asked about my hair, and I have switched products for a little while. I tried Diva Curl once. When the products ran out, I never did them again because I noticed the one product smelled funny. I didn't like the smell of it. I noticed that they worked okay, but they didn't work any better than anything else I tried. But unfortunately, like Pantene does my hair, it caused me to have a lot of hair that came out when I would shower and wash my hair. Even if I co-washed, I was like, nope, not my product. So I never used it again. So I don't have to worry about hair fallout or any of that. I'm not really watercoloring these in. I haven't. I don't know. I may leave them black and white. So that's the rest of the self-doubt chat. And then I will just draw a line. And anything else that I have to kind of jot down can go right there. And then we get to this. That's just washi cards and any ephemera stuff. This is an insert that I made myself. This is actually a breeze that I cut down to standard size. And then this is my personal journal. I do morning pages or Dear Diary journaling, or like if I'm talking about self-care, anything that's really personal, I do in here. There's a picture I want to put right here. This is where I've actually started my morning pages already. And then this last one, and as you can see, I have different things. This last one is where I was doing my daily journaling, and I still am doing some of the daily journaling in here because the other one is more draw. I was doing some drawing in here, but I think I've gone now to doing like more writing in here. I still will do some art, but this is where I'm actually journaling. I got to put washi tape right there. And these are, I think I'm going to be drawing some things. I've already started for a PDF for this month for Patreon. And then this was the first, that was Sunday. And then I don't have anything because I've been busy doing other things. And I do it as I feel. I don't have to do it every day. And then that's it, y'all. So I'm really happy with my setup, and it's time for me to go get some journaling done, where I'm actually journaling my day. I'm drawing my day, journaling my day. So I'm going to be watercoloring Monday and Tuesday, and drawing something for the second half of Tuesday's page, maybe the mason jar with my green smoothie in it. And then I don't know, figure out what I'm going to be doing today. I'll get a post-it note or something and write a few things down. Or what I've been doing is writing some of the things down in here. I could do that here, because I'm doing what would be more spiritual morning pages, dear diary, self-care, journaling in here. So this could be the regular daily, just, you know, I can do that here, and it can be more personal than in the other journal, which I'm definitely going to be showing much more on social media. So that's it, y'all. I hope that you have a great day, and I'll see you again really soon. Bye, y'all.